What's up, guys? This is Kephas, and we are inside the Shattered Halls. This is a time-walking dungeon that we are doing at level 70, which is cool. Let's see, we have quests in here we can probably do. I don't know what level they are, but we'll check it out anyways. I don't think they scale up the quests from the dungeons. Well, he had a lot of quests. But, let's see, these are level... They give 10,000 XP, which is actually not bad at all. So we'll go ahead and do those while we're here. Thought I'd check out time walking dungeons. I've actually done a time walking dungeon or two on a level 100 character, and it's awesome because you get really good gear. I mean, it's 660 gear, which is pretty good catch-up gear. Say, like, if you hit a level, like if you just hit level 100, you need new gear to get started because everything, you feel squishy everywhere, you just want to get some quick gear. This is definitely a good thing to do, but I wanted to check it out for low level characters because anybody from level 71 and on can do a time walking dungeon from the Burning Crusade era. When it's the Wrath of the Lich King era, it has to be, you have to be level, I think, 81 or higher. So what's the XP value? Well, right off the bat I saw that the bonus XP for completing the dungeon will give me 30,000. A normal dungeon, a random dungeon will give me 16,000. So already I'm getting a ton more, and as you saw there, with the actual bonus XP that we get for doing all the objectives here will give us 48,000, which is in fact standard, which is pretty sweet. So the XP in here looks like it's going to be really nice, actually. So if you are doing Shattered Halls, or I mean if you are doing low-level characters and you want to run dungeons, rather than running the normal dungeons, I recommend that you run these. So yeah, it's a great way to get XP already, I can tell, and the XP in here is pretty standard. I don't know how the gearing is going to work. I'm really interested to see how that works, because I know it scales up if you're level 100. The other thing I don't know is if the other people that are with me, I don't know what level they're coming from. I don't know how that works, because you scale down. As you can see, I'm level 70 in here because it scales me down, but I don't know how that works for the rest of the people. I don't know if they're also level 71 or if they're level 70, like, who knows? I have no idea. Because ideally, if anybody could scale, like, let's say a bunch of level 100s are queuing, level 80s are queuing, I'm queuing at level 71, can we all pull together? Oh, did our tank like die or something? I think our tank tried to pull too much. You can't really face roll this necessarily. You gotta take it slow. As you can see, we are not like just burning these guys down. I can release and come back in because it puts you at the entrance, which is awesome. That is so good that it does that. But I mean, these aren't like super easy. They're not too hard, but you just have to be smart. You can't just pull the entire room and all that kind of stuff. And we don't want to die at all, you know, because then we don't get XP. So we don't want that. Even though it looks like a lot of these guys are only given like 144 XP, and I'm rested, so I don't know what that says about this, but I think I'm gonna die again because these guys are dead. Now, attack! Help me! Res and come back. Good. These guys know, except for this guy. Yeah, okay, he's figured it out. Good for him. It's okay if you die. You know, it gives you an idea of what this is like. Thanks for the heals, healer. You know, so we'll be all right. We will be just fine. I'm keeping track of my experience. It's up on the top right up here. I'm at 37% right now. I think I was at 36% when we started. And that's just one room. But yeah, it looks like mob XP, some of the mobs are kind of weak in terms of XP. So let's see how that, you know, works. The dungeons that they picked for this aren't my favorites necessarily. Shattered Halls is kind of a long one. But it's alright. You know, it's ideally it gives you more XP, but I don't know. I don't know what that guy's doing. But it looks like I'm getting about 144 per mob kill, and that seems a little bit low to me. So I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, this guy doesn't know what he's doing at all. The problem is that people don't understand that you can't pull. You know, it's not a face roll. You can't pull the entire instance. You just can't do that. So don't do that. If you're going to run these, if you're going to tank these, you're not invincible. You got to remember that you are not invincible. Actually, I don't even think it was the tank that was doing it, now that I'm reading it. Healers trying their best to keep me alive. Actually, I did survive. And I'm kind of like being like an off tank here, even though I don't want to be because I'm a Fury Warrior, but yeah, you can't overpull. You gotta take it slow. Otherwise we're gonna be here all night, and we don't want to be here all night, so but from what I can tell, I'm very underwhelmed by mob XP. 144 XP at this level. I don't know what it's like at higher levels. I mean, I'm not gonna like test every single level for a time walking dungeon, but that's low. 37% is low, guys. I mean, when I was at 36%, we killed a bunch of guys. You know, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit underwhelmed by that. Actually, quite a bit underwhelmed by 144 XP per elite mob that we're killing out here. I don't expect to get tons, but that's a bit low. I will probably give feedback to Blizzard because I feel like that is way too low. Because even the bonus to completing the dungeon, you know, and you know, this bonus objective, this is the same amount of experience I would get for doing a bonus objective from a normal random dungeon. So, and those are a lot easier than these. I mean, we're not face rolling this, so already I'm a little bit, you know, I'm not so sure about this because, I mean, what are you supposed to do, right? You can't, you know, you can't expect us to run these at low level if the XP isn't there, because that's the main thing. For a low-level character, the main point of running a dungeon is XP. For a high-level character, the main point of running a dungeon is the gear. So I don't care what level the gear is that drops for me. I could care less because I'll gear it in no time. Unless it was like some heirloom that stuck with me to level 100 or something like that. But, yeah, look, I mean, we just killed a bunch more guys and I'm still on 37%. It's a bit crazy, considering how long it's taking us to kill these guys, especially. So I don't quite know about that. And that could have something to do with, like, if these other guys that are with me are higher level, like, even though we're all technically scaled down to 70, like, I don't know if, like, maybe if they're higher level, like, if some of these guys are 100, if that has an effect on the XP that I'm getting. But, man, look, 32? What the heck is going on? That just seems really low to me for this. I haven't ran a dungeon in a week or two for this character, so I don't know what mobs usually give, but I know I was expecting at least 1,000. For sure. That's, I don't know. It's a little bit low. But we'll finish it because we're here, and we'll see what it's like. As you can tell, like I said, we are not face rolling this. You can't do that. I mean, not really. Not unless you have a really good group. It's, you know, if you're low level like me, you don't even have all your tools available. So, we will see. We'll see what's up. We have finally hit 38%. Oh my goodness. I think you'd be better off getting someone to run you through a normal dungeon than doing this so far. But we'll get up to the boss and see what happens when we kill the boss. If these people will move, that's locked. We gotta go through the slime quarters. It's been a while since I've been to this place, and I remember running this like crazy back in Wrath when I was like getting all the rep up for these people, because at the end of Wrath I had nothing to do, so just kind of came here and did this for a while, for like a week or two, and got the rep up. It was fun, and it was something to do. I mean, it was basically a grind, but that was back when I didn't mind grind so much because I just wanted something to do. And nowadays, I don't know if I want to grind. I think I'd rather play a different game like Heroes or something than grind stuff for hours on end. But that's just me. So even these slimes aren't going down super fast. And to tell you the truth, I don't even know if these are. What we need to be doing is moving, because we need to get out of here. But we don't want the tank to die, and looks like he's doing alright. Luckily we have a Death Knight, so Death Knights are pretty awesome stuff. Can we get out? I forget how you get out. You get out over here. Yeah, go up here. Okay, these are giving 144 XP as well. The little ones don't matter. I'm just trying to get them off of people. I can't even remember if they chase us up this way. I don't know if they do or not. I think they do. Okay, slimes are annoying. That's what we've concluded here. That slimes suck. Okay, there we go. Let's keep going. Gosh, these are a little challenging. They're not like mythic hard or anything like that, but they are definitely they're definitely not easy. We're probably gonna have to kill these slimes, so these guys need to hold their horses. They're not holding their horses, not even a little bit. Holding over that crap, yo. This guy's gonna die. These are normal mobs. Normal mobs give 32 XP. Yeah, that's so unbelievably low. Why is that so low? That is low, man. That's some serious low nonsense right there. Okay, let's take on the boss, see what happens when we kill the boss. Alright. Don't know how hard he's going to be, but he is a boss. This feels a lot like how I would expect a dungeon, like a normal dungeon, to go at like in-game. Like it's about that kind of speed. Tank just die? No, I don't know what's going on. But we'll get there slowly but surely. I don't really remember everything here. This tank's kind of like a pro at the game, I guess. Oh, that guy died. I see. Yeah, I guess he probably stayed inside of the thing. Yeah, it's alright. It's okay to die. It's not a big deal. There are worse things. There's your B-res. Get up and help us. And yeah, everything will be fine. What is that? What's interesting is there are, like, when you come back to run these, it's really cool if you're wanting to have that, you know, that feeling. Because you're not going to phase roll these necessarily. You're going to have to run through them a little bit. They're not super hard, but you will have to pay attention to mechanics. Like that guy standing in the light and stuff like that. Whoa, I don't know what that is. I don't know if I should get out of that or not. It's just, that's what's fun, is I don't remember. I guess I probably should. Because if the tank does, then I will too. He still hit me though, but it's okay. That's what the healer is for. Almost got him. And quit whirlwinding. I gotta move, because he's gonna kill me. 244 XP for killing a boss. That doesn't sit well with me at all. At all. I don't I mean, I don't even. I cannot even right now. That's a horrible experience. That is not fun, and we are not even close to being the end of this at the end of this dungeon. Wow. Okay. I'm at 38%. We're gonna finish it just because we're here. But I am very underwhelmed with experience here. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I know the focus here is that it's for high level characters. But man, that's low. That is super low. I mean, it's weird. It looks like, I don't know if it's on personal loot. I don't know how that works now. I haven't even thought about that, really. Are low-level dungeons personal loot now? I don't even know. And I don't know what the gear is going to be. I mean, it's really weird. Initially, I was thinking it's going to be awesome because you're going to get double the XP for the bonus completion of the random dungeon, but man, these guys are giving 8. I'm sure they're weak and not special mobs, but man, did he just pull the boss? Or did I hope not. I don't know what's going on. This is not the most well-run dungeon. Maybe I pulled the boss. I don't know. I might have pulled the boss. I think this is the boss that I'm fighting here. I might be the one that's not doing very well, but hey, it's a pug. What can you do? We're all here. We're all hanging in there. For real, is this the second boss? We're in the boss area. Yep, this is the boss. Probably get another 200 XP. Yep, 244 XP. Amazing. Amazing. Jeez Louise, man. So, here's the deal. If you want to have low-level characters do a time-walking dungeon, then they need to have a proper reward. It's something I keep coming back to. When I was like, what's that guy saying? That wasn't the guy. I was like, what's the Blood Knight saying? But if you're going to have low-level characters come back to a dungeon, then they need to get a reward that matters to them, and in this case, that is experience. And we are not getting experience from this low-level dungeon at all. And I don't know, these guys might not be a high-level character, or a low-level character. So, but my gosh, I've barely gotten 2% of my levels so far. I'm going to wait and see how it looks when we beat the dungeon to see if it justifies it or not. But man, I know for a fact that other dungeons, like usually a dungeon almost but guarantees that you're going to get a level. Usually from one dungeon at this stage, you're going to get pretty close to a level. And I know that that 30,000 plus the 48,000, so that's 80,000 experience. That's pretty good, but man, this seems kind of low to me. So I don't know, man. I don't know if it's slow or not. I really wish I had an idea for how much experience you get from another dungeon. I can go back. I'll tell you what I'll do is I will go back and look at one of my other videos and see how that looks. And if I am wrong about what I'm thinking, then I will not post this video. So if I post this video, it's because I went back and double-checked my sources. Because I don't want to sound like an idiot. Well, I always sound like an idiot, but I don't want to be wrong and sound like an idiot. I want to be right and sound like an idiot. So I will check. I will go back and check before I post this and see, because I've ran dungeons as a low-level character before. So we will find out for sure. But what I think it is that since this is technically, since I'm 71 and this is a Burning Crusade dungeon, that might be why the game thinks that the XP is going to be lower, is because it's like, well, no, you're low and we're going to scale it down now because you've leveled past this. But unfortunately, this is supposed to be at-level content. It's supposed to be treating you like you're at level for this. I mean, certainly the difficulty does. So, you know, I don't know. It's weird. But I will say this. Don't take away from this that they're not worth doing. If you are level 100, I can assure you they are worth doing if you want to get some quick catch-up gear. 660 is good, and that was a lag spike right there. That's what that was. 660 gear is great for a brand new 100 who is like, if you go out to Tenon Jungle and you want to do Apex's dailies, then man, if you're getting squished because you've only got like 580 to 600 eye level gear, you know, going and getting some 660 gear is great. It'll also get you, like, if you can get a full set, you can go right into Mythic Dungeons if you want to do that to yourself. So, you know, it's a great catch-up mechanic. Unfortunately, it only lasts a weekend, and so by the time you guys see this video, it's going to be like the Timeless, or the Timewalking Dungeon event will be over. But the Wrath one will be next. I know that's in a couple weeks. Let me see. Wrath will be... whoa, what the heck month is this? This is June. Okay, yeah. We're in the one now. It'll be next month. So in a couple weeks, yeah, there's the Wrath one. So keep an eye out for that. You'll have to be level 81 and up, but if you're level 100, then you'll be able to do it and get the Wrath gear, and it'll be level appropriate at level 660, and it's pretty awesome. I mean, it's a great way to catch up. I was on my Hunter when I went in, and I was like 620 or 615, I think. And by the time I was done running a couple, I was already 640. So, I mean, that's what Timewalking, I keep calling him Timeless, but that's what Timewalking did for me. And I actually had fun doing it on him because it wasn't as hard. Because, I don't know why this one's so hard. It's weird. This one's a lot harder than the other one we did. And we did Mana Tombs. That could be why. Shattered Halls is a harder dungeon than Mana Tombs, for sure. Mana Tombs is like piece of cake. So, yeah, I mean, the dungeons that they have, let me think if I can get it right. I think it's Slave Pens, Shattered Halls, Botanica, and Mana Tombs. I think those are the 4, so it's like 4 from each area, which is pretty cool. Or 1 from each area. I hope they eventually make it so that you can do all of them, because that's what's fun. What I'd like to see eventually, I mean, obviously, if they could refine this system, and I hope this is just them testing the waters, I would like to see how it's done in Final Fantasy, because in Final Fantasy, you can run any dungeon at any level, and you'll always get something good for yourself. Like at low level, like if you are level 100, or whatever the level is, if you're level 50, which is max in that game, well, actually I think 60 is now, you can still run the lower level dungeons. If you run like a level 20 dungeon, it'll scale you down to level 20, but you'll still get something that you can use at level 50 or whatever your current level is. You'll get something out of it for yourself. I don't know if it scales up the gear or if it's just the experience or how much. I think it's like a combination of both. So yeah, it's something to consider. I mean, when you're max, your level's max, there are better things that you can do, but it's an option, and it's great because like last night, I'm leveling up in that game, and I have like a level 35, and I was doing a story quest because in Final Fantasy, you have to do some dungeons as part of your story quest, and that's required to get further into the game. So you have to play the story, and which means that at some point you will have to run dungeons whether you want to or not. Some people are going to like that, some people aren't. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I also don't really mind it because it's not that big a deal. I would probably run dungeons anyways. Is our tank dead? I don't know. What's going on right now? I don't know why I'm pulling, but I guess whatever. Sorry that my UI is kind of overlapping. I don't know why those frames are even up there. They're supposed to be hidden. And I just used grid. I'm going to die. There, I used my necklace. Keep me alive. I died. Oh, good luck, guys, I guess. Why did he not pull? Why did I pull off of him? What is he doing? Oh, he's immune to taunt. Okay. Thanks for the res. That's kind of stupid that he's immune to taunt. This is back in the days when you can pull threat off of people. So that's my fault. No problem. No biggie. It's cool. I was wondering why I had threat though. I was like, what the heck's going on, dude? But he can't help it. If he can't taunt him, what's he supposed to do, man? There ain't much you can do. Healer just kept me alive as long as they could. I don't mind dying. It's all good. But if I can get back on my thought, which I kind of forget what it was, but I think it was that the Final Fantasy dungeons, I was running one as part of the story missions, and I had two of my friends who were much higher level just come down and help me out. And they scaled down, and they got something out of it. They got some XP or some stuff. And, it's no big deal. It's all good, man. It's all good, And it was fun doing it. Because we got to play the game together, and we actually do that a lot in that game. They are much further along than I am, but they can do stuff with me and get stuff out of it. They can scale down. It's not even like they rush me through content, because that's not what anybody wants. No one. I mean, I'm sure some people like to be rushed, but I don't. I like to go through at my pace, but it's fun whenever they want to hop in and join me and stuff. It's cool. We'll go do fates, which are fun to do, and all kinds of stuff. So, having said all of that long-winded nonsense and getting distracted like 10 times, sorry. I like that game for that, and I like that there is a quote-unquote time walking in that game, and it's part of the game. And what I kind of hope that Blizzard will do is, rather than having this become an event, I would love it if they would implement it as an actual feature in the game, so that whenever you do a dungeon, you can do any dungeon at any level, and you could queue up with your low-level friends if you want. You'll scale down with them, and you can get stuff. Whether it's XP if you're leveling up, or gear when you're level 100 or something. I mean, if they brought the tokens or badges back, or however they did it, you could get badges that way. I mean, it's an option that you could do, and then add every dungeon. I mean, it'd be some work, but they could do it. Blizzard's Blizzard, they can do it. It'd be worth it. It'd be fun. I don't know why there's an exclamation point here, but question mark. I think it's down there when we kill the boss is what it is. So check it out. It's Kargath Bladefist, you guys. It's kind of weird, isn't it? This is what Kargath looked like in our timeline. We're about to take him out. He looks a lot different, doesn't he? This is him here. Has he got a blade fist? I think he does. Yes, he does. Kind of cool. This seems appropriate. So he did get an upgrade, from this game to the new game. At least in the new game, he was the very first raid boss we fought. In this game, he was just he was Ner'zhul, basically, because Ner'zhul got demoted, and this guy got promoted, so there you go. Ner'zhul was a dungeon boss. In this game, he was a dungeon boss in this expansion, so it's kind of weird. I always forget that he is, in fact, he was alive in the game, and we killed him. I don't know what a red orc is. I don't know if that's a fel orc, or I don't know if it's some kind of mutated orc, but I don't know what happened to him. I need to look it up, actually. I want to see if if Novel has any videos up about Kargath. I don't promote people often enough. I should. If you ever want to learn anything about WoW lore, look up Novel 87, because that dude knows the stuff. I love his videos. The guy's awesome. I would love to do lore segments myself. I've been thinking about doing a series called, basically it's based on, theories, like if I come up with some weird theories about the game and the story, sharing those ideas with you guys. And I'm about to like email Novel and make sure that my theory lines up with the game, because I don't know everything about the lore, and I try to look stuff up, but holy crap, there's a lot, and I don't have all the knowledge. So but I love the lore in this game. That's one thing I do like. I did like the story. I don't care how many people tell me I'm wrong for it. I love the story in Draenor. I've always liked the story in this game. I love the story in Pandaria. I love the Pandaren. I loved everything about it. I didn't care as much about some of those people, but it's alright. You know, I don't care about trolls either. Alright, there we go. We did it. We got about 30% of the level. So you get about a third of the level. That's alright. I feel like you get more doing a regular dungeon. Since it's supposed to be like this special time walking event, I would expect that you would get more than just 30%. So, from a leveling standpoint, I'm going to say that these aren't really worth it. And I didn't even do that one quest, so I don't even care. But these quests, though, are pretty high. 15,000 is a little bit more than I think what a normal quest would give me. I will double check that. And let's see, what is the gear? The gear is 109. So the gear is actually scaled up, it looks like, which is cool. So this will be an upgrade for me. Not that that's a huge deal or whatever, but did I loot Kargath? I did. So I didn't get any actual gear from any of the bosses. Kind of got unlucky there. But that gives you an idea of what time walking is like, you know, for a low level for leveling. It's not a face roll by any means. It was fun to do, though. It was fun to check out. I do definitely recommend for max level characters. No, I don't want to do any more of these. I probably won't ever do one again for low level, but at least not at this stage. But for max level characters, these are fun to do. So check out, you know, if you have a level 100 that just hit level 100 and time walking has started, check that out because it's fun to do. And so there you go, guys. That's what a time walking dungeon is like. If you didn't get a chance to do one, check them out next time. When the next event comes up in a few weeks, it'll be Wrath of the Lich King, and I will definitely be in those for some of my low levels. So thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. This is Kephas. Until next time.